Welcome to Lunch Break. We get an hour lunch, so we're spending 15 minutes of it each day to talk about whatever. So, let's begin the week.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Monday.
Monday morning. It's actually afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm sitting.
I am sitting too.
That's crazy.
You doing anything interesting at work today?
No, I'm just doing work on the computer.
Yeah, Sam. I've just been working on the same crap I've been working on.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous about the ETA because I'm not going to work tomorrow because I have a doctor's appointment in the morning, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
No, you're not going to work at all?
I'm not going to work at all. I could take a half day, but I just said screw it. I'll just take the whole day off.
Yeah. We got a lot of time still, and we're only halfway through the year, and I feel like I've barely used vacation time. Like, we used it for Cincinnati, but that was it.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was literally the only vacation time I've used.
Is it? I don't know if it's too late to request off the holidays. I figure it probably is because everyone does that at like the beginning of the year.
No way. We have loads of time.
I hope so.
Surely.
Because what happened last year? We tried to call it off like 6 months in advance. They were like, too late.
Well, we should try when we get back.
Yeah.
Because that would suck. Because when else would other than the holidays, I guess I could just take random time off at other periods of time.
Yeah.
We get most of the holidays days off in particular, just wouldn't be able to do anything else.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't, like no partying or anything, or
right.
Staying up late.
Oh, it'd have to be like a next week party, like a post-holiday party.
Yeah.
Or something.
We watched a bunch of Clarkson Farm over the weekend.
Yeah, that show's really good.
I hate all the advertisements.
Yeah, that's really bad. We gotta pay. You have to pay the extra like $2 or $3 or whatever on Amazon Prime in order to like not see ads now. Because that was horrible. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. It's my podcast. I'll do what I want. But fucking apparently, it makes sense that Amazon would do that and get away with it because like if I feel like no one else could do that. Like no other streaming service would be able to just be like, oh yeah, so now you got to pay an extra $3. Like, because some of them might be like, oh, we're raising the price by $3. You know, that's what they would do. That's what any other streaming service. That's what any of the other ones would do. They'd go, okay, sorry, we're raising our prices by $3. But Amazon was like, no. Instead, we're gonna make it cost an extra $3 that you can choose to pay, or you have to watch advertisements, which will give us more money than you paying the extra $3. So it's worth more to them to count on people not spending the extra $3. And they can take that risk because they know that most people that have Amazon Prime Video only have Amazon Prime Video because they're paying for Amazon Prime shipping.
Yeah.
And they're not going to leave. So they're like, they'll tolerate it. They'll sit through those ads because they don't want to pay extra for the video part because that's just a plus. It's a bonus to them. So they can get away with it.
Reminds me of like big giant store corporations moving into a town and ruining everything because they can afford to have everything that the mom and pop stores can't really.
Yeah.
So I guess maybe Amazon's like the best corporation for streaming services. But
well, Amazon did that to books, to libraries. That was how Amazon like literally got their whole popularity. That's how they became Amazon. Is the Amazon books. That's an Audible and like the Kindle stuff. That's they just completely destroyed that market and took it over.
Now they're gonna destroy all markets. It's gonna be like by and large the superstore.
By and large, the superstore. That was what the Timecast
gaming channel
thing was based off of. But yeah.
I haven't really been... I didn't really do any gaming over the weekend. I wanted to do a lot more, but I was distracted by IRL stuff, and then I ended up going to a Mexican church, or an iglesia, which that was pretty fun. I had no idea what anyone was saying. I said mucho gusto like 100 times.
Going to a Mexican church is crazy. I guess it was Spanish. Was it Spanish or just literally like Mexican?
I shouldn't say Mexican. Probably just a Spanish-speaking church. I don't know where. I didn't ask anybody where they were from.
Yeah.
I assume Mexico or Guatemala or loads. There's like a million Spanish-speaking countries, so they could be from any of them. But Yeah, I said mucho gusto about 100 times.
Yeah.
It surprised me how friendly they were. Like they immediately they locked on. They're like, "You're a new person."
Yeah.
And they came up to me speaking Spanish, and I was mucho gusto.
Yeah.
I don't speak hardly any Spanish, and they were like, "Oh, that's okay."
Right.
And then, yeah, it was really fun. Like sat down at the pews, and they were singing about Jesus in Spanish.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
How did that sound? Was it fun? Were they good?
Yeah, they sounded pretty nice. That's
Yeah.
some pretty good voices.
Sweet.
Afterwards, I went to like a church class.
Yeah.
And I had to like introduce myself, and I was like, "Hello,
Oh
me
wow.
llamo Thomas."
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Mucho gusto." And then I was just sitting there, kind of blank faced, while they talked about Jesus and
Yeah.
stuff. But in
and
Spanish.
and they must be looking over at you every once in a while, going, "He has no idea
yeah,
what anyone is talking
I'm
about."
not the only white person there, though. It was quite.
Yeah.
I would say about a third of the people were
Huh.
white. So, but I guess they could speak a lot more Spanish than I could.
Right. They all spoke well. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, like they didn't have any problems. Do you think any of them were there because they're just trying to learn Spanish?
I feel like I'm not the only one because there
Yeah.
were a bunch of other white people that didn't really say anything. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they just they're good at pretending at not being confused. Because I feel like I was very obviously confused looking. I was like making like this really like
Yeah.
like I was concentrating really hard and trying to decipher. But yeah, I definitely want to do it again. I feel like I didn't learn any Spanish, but
Right.
it just gets my ears used to hearing it a lot more.
Yeah.
I could pick out like every fifth word or so.
Right. I feel like it would be the best if you had, like if you were just, I don't know, just being in a real world environment. Like, I don't know, I'm thinking just being inside like a house with people that
Yeah.
speak Spanish. They're just interacting with things you're familiar with already. That
Or
you
I
can
could just
kinda,
move somewhere where there's no English and I
Right.
have to learn Spanish to
Yeah.
get by.
Right.
It's like due to my survival, and then my adaptation instincts will kick in and be like,
Right.
all right, we got to learn this.
That's the crazy way to do it. It would work. If you want to take Spanish serious, like real serious, you're like, oh, I'm just going to move away for like, live somewhere else for 6 months or whatever.
Yeah, that would be nice. I'm not sure if I'm really in the economic situation to really do that.
And
though.
then you have the problem of where do you go? Because Mexico's close, it's easy-ish, but the problem with Mexico is that they speak a very particular kind of Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You could go to Spain, but then, the problem with Spain is that they're not really going to speak Spanish that like is going to be that useful in
I
America.
also have to take a freaking airplane,
Right.
fly over the ocean. I don't want
Yeah.
to fly over the ocean.
But like, I feel like sort of the Mexican Spanish might be the most useful
Yeah, I think
out of
so
all
too.
of it.
It's been weird, very weird. Almost every Spanish speaker I've spoken to in person, they're like, you speak with a Dominican Republic accent.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell? But because like, I don't know, like I feel like Duolingo is like,
Sorry, I still can't get over the fact that I just burped. I'm not even gonna take it out. I don't care. I just can't get over that. I can't believe myself right now. Sorry.
I don't know. It is weird. Like Duolingo, I feel like is like really proper and like España Spanish, like Spanish from Spain. While like
What child?
Yeah,
Sorry.
and my English textbook comes with like videos, and it's always like set in Spain. So I
Right.
don't know why I would have a Dominican Republic accent. I have a feeling because we took Spanish in high school,
Yeah.
and I can't remember the lady that we learned from, but
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know
sure
either.
she stayed in Dominican Republic, and I did a lot of speaking with her, and I feel like
Right.
I may have kept that accent.
Yeah. That's possible. Yeah. Man, I really would like to learn Spanish. I just want to learn it in like a pseudo quote unquote casual way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know. Like the Duolingo crap is just, it worked for a while for me, but after a while, I'm just, it's not working.
The thing I find Duolingo good for, which I've been struggling a lot in my Spanish class, is Spanish grammar.
Yeah.
And especially if you pay for Duolingo, which I do, you
Yeah,
get more
you
than
have
5
to.
tries.
If you don't pay for premium, Duolingo is
Then you're
useless.
screwed.
Yeah, it's like completely, you will not learn anything. You might as well not use it.
But
It sucks to say, but it's true.
it's really helped me figure out when to use because if you're saying me or you or they, you use a different ending for each word, and remembering those was really difficult for me. But with Duolingo, it just asks you over and over and over. Yo estudio, tú estudias, ellos estudian.
Yeah.
And it's that similar concept for like any word in Spanish.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's also helped me with the whole like nosotros versus vosotros versus ellos, which that took me a very long time to wrap around it. I'm still trying to figure out like a concise way to explain it. The best way that I could explain it though is like we're at like a restaurant kind of situation. So like nosotros would be me, you, and John, and I'm talking about the three of us.
Yeah.
Vosotros would be like if I'm just talking about you and John. And then ellos would be like if I'm pointing at the people at the other table, it'd be like ellos.
Right.
That's the easiest way for me to remember it.
I don't know, the way that you learn Spanish in Duolingo just doesn't really work for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm not storing it in the right place either. Like I'm getting really good when I go on Duolingo to be like bam, 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 bam. I can knock all those things out, and then when I go to actually speak it, I'm not as good. So I'm like, I'm not storing. I'm learning the wrong thing. I'm learning how to play the video game that is Duolingo.
Yeah.
But not learning the language somehow.
You're just like learning what the pattern looks like, but
Right.
not understanding what the pattern means.
Right.
But I do find it helpful though for the things I just talked about earlier.
Yeah.
But it would be useless, I think, if I wasn't combining it with actually speaking with people and taking a proper class.
Right. For sure. Yeah, I feel like I was saying before, I feel like the only way that I feel like I would actually get a good understanding of the language is actually just using it in real life.
Mm-hmm.
It would be cool if you had like a job where you could work with people that speak Spanish.
I wrote a paper in my Spanish class about like the benefits of being bilingual,
Yeah.
and on average, people who are bilingual earn 5 to 20% more.
Right.
And there's loads of options available for people who are bilingual, especially if you can speak English and Spanish, which
Right.
that's like the most high demand in the U.S. That is.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely also seeking more opportunities that aren't necessarily going to be English speaking,
Mm-hmm.
which are going to give you like just a lot more options. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, good luck. Good luck learning Spanish.
It's going so pretty well so far. I think
Yeah.
I'm definitely learning a lot more than I did when I was in high school.
Right.
But I also didn't take it as serious as I am now in high school. I really didn't want to take Spanish. I wanted to take German,
Yeah.
but apparently not enough people signed up for it.
Yeah, I was gonna do German with you, but I'm glad I did Spanish as opposed to German.
It's definitely more useful than
Right.
German. It's the second most widely spoken language in the world, I think.
Yeah, like my broken, crappy Spanish that I learned from Spanish class, I find just dramatically more important to me than if I had any bit of German in my brain. I'm like, oh, good, I know how to say a couple of things in German. I'm not really sure when that would ever apply.
Entschuldigung. It's like the only thing I remember. It means excuse me or something.
No, like grazie, which
That's
is
Italian.
that's Italian. What's the one? Guten
Tag.
Guten Tag.
Good day.
And then there's like a what's like thank you or whatever. Do you know?
Thank you. I have no idea. Gracias. No, that's
No,
Spanish.
yeah. I don't know. I thought I had one. I thought I knew more of them.
The only things I remember from German is like wandern in Herbst, which means like hiking in the woods.
Right.
And then of course ja and nein, yes
Ja.
and no.
Yeah.
And then of course the swear words.
Yeah,
Scheiße.
the German that you learned from video games.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
One of my coworkers sent me an image today that made me think of history. He was talking about how there used to be larger flocks of birds that would fly in like flocks of literally billions of birds.
Yeah,
But then
sounds horrible.
it was pretty scary. I it probably looked really cool, but also looked really scary. But like there would be so many birds flying in like a line that they would block out the sun.
And okay, hold on. We got to back up a little bit. Where and when? And
This was in the U.S. in like
yeah,
the early 1800s,
gotcha.
and I guess all of history before then.
Yeah,
But the flocks of birds were so dense you could just like shoot up into it, and you're basically guaranteed to hit something.
right.
So capitalism went ahead and they were like, we got to take advantage of this, make as much money from it as possible. This was like during the Gilded Age, before any rules and regulations. So
Right.
they didn't really understand how it would affect the climate or, the ecosystem. So they're like, let's point machine guns at the flocks and start gunning down all the birds.
Right.
Make tons of money.
Yeah.
And then that bird species had a mass die-off and nearly went extinct, but God, that must... It would have. It's just a weird mental image shooting at birds with machine guns.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God.
And, you're making money from it too.
Oh, you're making tons of money.
Like, yeah. Like this is gold. This is a gold rush right here. Just
You use all the feathers for arts and crafts. Use the skin for some other stuff. Use the meat for food.
Right.
All the bone and stuff can go in like chemicals for glue.
Yeah.
Loads of ways to make money from it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the idea of just black clouds of birds is freaky. I think you only really see that with like bats,
Mm-hmm.
or you see like huge, dense swarms of bats out here.
Like, we see flocks of birds occasionally, and I think they're pretty freaking massive.
Yeah.
But that's only like a couple thousand of birds.
Right.
I can't imagine millions or billions of birds. It's like something out of the Bible, like hordes of locusts
Right.
blotting out the sky, but they're birds.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't like it. I'm not a huge fan of the
I'm glad
imagery.
we shot them down with machine guns.
Yeah, I can see why we did that. Like, what are these fucking birds? It's insane.
Trying to get a tan here.
Okay, I guess we gotta go.
Yeah. Well, to Tuesday, I'll still be on the thing tomorrow. I think I'll be here before lunch break. So,
That's cool.
Yeah, but have to not work tomorrow. But yeah, bye.
Bye. Lunch break.
Lunch break.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday. How are yours Tuesdays? Ugh.
I'm really tired. I just want to be done.
Very low energy at work today?
Pretty much.
I'm guessing you're just doing the same shit you've been doing?
Yeah, like part audit crap and then just same regular busy work. Been listening to that book though a lot. Still, I think I'm halfway through the fourth book, or I'm probably more than halfway through the fourth book at this point. Dude, it's so good. It's awesome.
Yeah, I listened to the second book like all day yesterday.
Yeah, I am deep in this one. Like I am like completely like, it's really all I can think about right now. So,
which one's your favorite so far?
I don't, maybe the third one, but honestly the fourth one's kicking ass too. It's really hard to fucking say. They're all just good. I really like them all.
Yeah, so far I've liked the second one more than the first one.
The first one was slow because the first half of the first one was just introducing you to everything. So pretty much all of them after that are just go, and they're like really, I don't know. It's hard to decide. I like them all.
I was really impressed with like the second book, how like the ending of the first book and the beginning of the second one had like very similar tempos.
Right. Yeah.
It didn't like it was very climactic at the very end of the first one, and then the second one, it didn't like start really low. It started like at that same tempo and speed.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like a Harry Potter book where it resets every time.
Mm-hmm. Introduces you to everyone.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, fucking here we go again. I just finished it like a minute ago.
Right.
I know who these people are.
Yeah. I know that, but there's one thing that I find kind of strange is how often there's a lot of repeating like stuff, like things that happen multiple, like again in different books, specifically when revolving conversations between Skippy and certain characters and so on. But then they kind of like half explain it. I think even in the second one where like, it's like Skippy's like, he still experiences this, like, it's like this goofy explanation to like, I think it was something along the lines of like, why is it every single time I do something that surprises you, or like I have an idea that you didn't come up with, that you're like immediately like like profoundly surprised and you can't get over the fact that I did it. And he's and Skippy's like, well, I mean, I my brain can't really compute the idea that of monkeys having good ideas. So every single time it happens, my brain just completely erases all of that information as if it never happened in the first place. So, or like mentally, I remember that it happened, but emotionally, it's like it's the first time. So it's like it's something along those lines. But
did notice that like Joe will come up with like some idea. And, Skippy was like freaking out the first time.
Yeah.
And then it happens like 3 more times and he
Yeah,
has
yeah.
the same reaction every
Right.
time. So
Yeah.
I do glad that they eventually do point that
He
out.
kind of like addresses it halfway, but then there's also like other things that kind of come up multiple times that feels like a little bit weird, that doesn't have an explanation for, that doesn't really bother me that much. Like where some new piece of information that isn't actually new would pop up, and the main character would be like, "Whoa, like I didn't know that. I wish you would have told me." And he did tell him that like in the past, and Skippy doesn't even point it out. But like, I don't know, I can forgive it because it's whatever.
And Skippy is also absent-minded, so maybe I can see him not remembering things, even though, like, he is an AI and should be able to have like photographic memory with everything.
Yeah, I feel like it could also be. I mean, that as like a lore explanation, but I feel like it could be chalked up to just the guy that's writing it, just not like just some things get lost in
It
there.
is hard to take,
Yeah, like hard to
mind all
remember
that.
what
Yeah.
you've already already made into the lore.
So I didn't go to work today.
Right.
Had a delicious doctor's appointment.
Nice.
That was nice. It was at the place that you've been going to. I don't know if it was the same person.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, I don't know. Maybe.
But holy crap, that like doctor's office is so pretty. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god! I walked in and I was like, oh, there was like music playing, like angelic music, and then the sun was going through the sunroof, and it was like reflecting off the ground and going through like leaves. So it was all like diffused and everything. I was like, oh my god, it's so beautiful in here.
Right.
But I got a checkup at everything, and everything checks out. Just high blood pressure like always.
Yeah.
But,
Was it fast?
Yeah, it was pretty fast.
Huh.
Just went in. Some lady talked to me. I sat down for a while, did some Spanish stuff on my phone, called me in, all the normal doctor stuff, and then they did a urine test and a blood test. So I'll get the results of those eventually. But yeah, she was like, you look pretty fine.
Yeah.
Nothing obviously wrong or anything. So that's good. Also took a
Nice.
Spanish test today.
Yeah.
Got a big 100%.
Nice.
A cero. Or Sera.
You failed the second one now.
Failed the second one. I think that's how you say 100. Sera.
Right.
I always get it confused with cero, which is zero.
Yeah, I can only count to 10.
Uno, dos, tres.
Yeah. I can only get to 10 and then I'm done.
I can get the 30. I don't know. I guess I can get the 39. I don't know what 40 is.
I could say, like, I don't know if DSA dos, DSA uno, DSA dos, DSA tres, like, I don't think that's right. But that's
It's not DSE dos. It's doce.
doce.
You start doing the deci stuff once you get past 15.
Okay.
DSE or quince, which is 15, and then DSE seis, which is
Gotcha.
16.
Yeah, see, like, I don't know. I remember learning it in, like, Spanish class. Like, even before I took Spanish class in high school, I had a Spanish class in, like, elementary school.
Mhm.
I remember learning it there. I remember I've known how to count to 10 since then. But that's it.
Yeah, it's something I do find weird is how like 11 to 15 have like a special word for it, but that's the only time it happens. Doce or once, doce, trece, catorce, and quince.
Right.
All the other ones follow what we were just talking about. So 21 is not some weird special number. It's 21,
Right.
22, 26.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's there's a lot of really strange, tiny rules like that in Spanish that I have a hard time remembering. Like, whenever you're telling time, you say something different if it's 1 o'clock a.m. or p.m. But
Right.
any other number, you say something else. It's only for one that you have like this special phrase for. And I've gotten caught up on that on the textbook many times.
It just kind of, I mean, it sort of makes, because like if you think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then we say 11, and then 12, and then 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like those ones make more sense, but where the hell's 11 come from?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like it's strange. Like that's a weird, I guess it's just a weird language transition.
I definitely like 11 more in Spanish than I like in English. I think once sounds a lot more cool than 11.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
I am excited to go back to work tomorrow for some reason. I don't know why. There was this project that I've been working on that is kind of fun, kind of not fun. I don't know. It's I don't know. It's a little bit different than what I normally been doing. It's like I've been doing a lot of equipment conversion stuff, but for this one, the route to like the area it needs to go to is just, it's very interesting, and I've been finding it very fun to figure out how.
Huh. Yeah. Usually when I'm excited to go to work, it's because of the book.
Yeah.
Like I'm like I get to listen to the book because I kind of can do it at home, but like I get distracted so fast. Like every single time I start listening to it at home, unless I'm laying in bed, if I'm like sitting at my computer listening to it, I'm immediately like, well, I could be playing a game right now.
Yeah.
And then I open the game and I'm like, get too distracted by the game and have to rewind it a bunch of times. And I'm like, I'm not paying attention to the book anymore.
Yeah, if you stop paying attention to the book,
Yeah.
the next like page they'll be doing something completely different.
I don't understand how that works. I don't understand how I'm able to multitask by listening to a book and actually getting work done, but I can't do that. I can't like play a game and listen to a book at the same time.
I guess maybe it has to do with like how distracting the activity you're doing is. So
I
like
guess.
the playing games is a lot more engaging than our work is most of the time.
I suppose, yeah. But it's weird to think of it like that because it still takes like a little bit of thought. But
Also, kind of like I forget what the scientific term is. I'm just gonna say active versus passive engagement. But like with our job, I feel like we've done it so much now that it's kind of like instincts. So it's kind of like we're just passively doing it.
right,
But with a game, it's new stuff typically all the time. So you have to pay attention to it. You're actively engaged.
right, yeah. I mean, I would say that would definitely be true if I was still in fiber. Like I miss fiber so much, but what I'm doing is not really that way. It's kind of, I mean, it is sometimes, but like in steps where it's like I have to overcome some weird thing before I can get to the part where I don't have to think to do it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's periodically something I can just sort of not focus on. But a lot of like there's too many situations where I get to a job and it's like super weird, or like there's just stuff about it that makes like just things aren't adding up, and then I have to escalate it to even get started on it.
The way that you explained that makes me think of cooking for some reason. Like I don't know, like I can, whenever I cook things that I'm used to cooking, it's like I don't even remember it at this point. I just kind of do it.
Right.
But even whenever I cook new ingredients now, it's like there's similar processes that happen whenever you do all cooking. So like it'll just be like this step-by-step process where I recognize some of the steps, but then some of the other ones I don't.
Right.
I don't know. I need to figure out like a more concise way to explain that.
Kind of makes sense though. I mean, if it's something you just have to like derail your train of thought in order to figure out, then it kind of makes it. You kind of have to like change. You have to go to a more, I guess, like you said, like active focus mode.
But like, yeah, a lot of the cooking is just like similar stuff over and over again. It's just sometimes there's an extra step. So like, chop up the vegetables, saute the vegetables. You do that 100 times. It gets very monotonous and repetitive.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to cook tonight.
Huh.
I ate the leftovers of the stuff I made last night, which I quite enjoyed. That's probably not the healthiest thing, but I was feeling lazy.
It was fine. Nothing wrong with it. I was like, I would have been happy with literally any food at all, because I was just like, I'm not going to eat much today. I just need to like not be hungry. I need to not go to sleep hungry. So it's like, it could have literally just been a can of beans, and I would have been like, yeah, sweet.
It was pretty dope. Like chili beans, some tomatoes, Italian
Yeah.
sausage, sauteed in a bit of onions and garlic. What are those called? Fragrance, I think. I don't know. There's some weird cooking term for it, for like things like onions and garlic.
Right.
They're like foods that have a metric fuck ton of taste in them and imbue that taste into anything you cook it in. The obvious examples of that are garlic and onion, but there's many more.
Yeah, I don't know why I don't know what the word for that is.
I want to say fragrance, but I don't know. That doesn't sound right to me.
Right at all. Yeah. I mean, if had you not cooked anything, I would have just eaten those noodles. What is it?
Yakisoba.
Yeah, the orange chicken one.
Mhm.
Which I'm like just curious. I'm like, I like orange chicken. I've never had bought a box of noodles of orange chicken. I'm like, this is gonna be weird.
We were at the store and I was talking about how like I used to buy yakisoba all the time.
Yeah.
But they for some reason got rid of the kind I like, which is just the normal chicken.
Right.
But I found it again. The day of, I went to a gas station and I found it there.
Huh.
I was thinking about buying it, but the gas station sells it at a significant premium, and I don't know if I'm willing to pay like the extra few dollars just for this nostalgic ramen experience.
Right. Yeah, I mean, some people really freaking like ramen, just like packaged ramen.
I'm a big fan of it.
I think it's fine. Like I'm not like a fanatic for packaged ramen. Like I think it makes sense for people to get super psyched about it in like Japan, where like it's vending machines everywhere and it's like you get used to eating stuff like that. But like I don't know.
That has to be something Japan is doing right, though. I love the vending machine stuff. Well, I don't know if I love it or not. I've never experienced it like that.
I mean, it seems cool.
It seems really cool.
The only downside is all the plastic.
Yeah.
Tons of plastic, and then mostly just plastic. Yeah, that's the worst bit. Is just everything's plastic. Like
I remember we were watching some guy that like reviews Japanese vending machines and stuff. And I remember as a kid, Japan singing very futuristic. But then whenever he was going to like these like mass vending machine areas, it seemed very, very, very dated. Like, all the stuff was like maybe futuristic for the time, but now it just looks like a bunch of stuff from the early 2000s.
It makes me think of what's the game where you were like a forklift driver and you just, Shinmu, yeah, like the vending machine rose in Shinmu or whatever, like that aesthetic. I'm just like that's my first thought. It's like they've been doing that for so long, like just really diving deep into the vending machine thing.
Yeah, Shinmu was like set in like the 80s. I don't know when the whole Japanese vending machine stuff started.
I mean, I think early. Like, I think that they just like adopted it as a thing and ran with it.
The forerunners of vending machine technology.
Yeah. But yeah, I got to go back to work.
I don't. I'm gonna chill out here and have fun. I made a new video. I don't know if you saw that.
I watched it. Yeah.
Very thrown together and silly.
I was like, it's definitely a YouTube poop. Yeah.
All right, well, till Wednesday.
Yay.
Bye.
Lunch break. Wednesday.
It's Wednesday. Or, as some Spanish people would say, hoy es miércoles.
Wow.
Happy Wednesday.
Okay.
How's work going for you?
I'm sitting.
Chilling?
And same crap.
Yeah, same as yesterday. I'm working on the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm almost done with it now, which fantastic. I can't wait to move on to something else. I had to reject a project the other day, and I haven't heard anything back from the rejection team or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Typically they would have... I expected them to say something yesterday while I was at the doctor, but I came to work this morning to see that it looks like they haven't even looked at my rejection.
Huh.
And I'm a little worried because the due date is this week.
Right.
I'm not entirely sure if I have enough time to do it now if they don't get back to me like after lunch break.
Well, whose fault is that?
I don't know. Like, I guess it's technically my fault because I set
blame is on you, but...
Yeah, but I don't know. It's crazy. I set the ETA like 3 weeks in advance to give me some leeway in case anything happened, and I guess I didn't give enough leeway, but
yeah.
I don't know. My supervisor's supervisor wants us to be like super direct with the ETAs now. They're like, do not put it too far in advance and make sure don't put it too close either.
They cracked down on us about that for a little bit, but I haven't really been doing it and no one said anything to me.
Yeah, it feels like a hopeless endeavor. Like there's so many things that can get in the way that you just can't expect.
Yeah. But like on the whole shift the blame pointing thing, I remember like multiple times I've had projects that I'm like, I know I'm not going to get this out, or rather, I don't even know how I'm going to justify why this is taking me this long. Like, I have no good excuse for this. Like, it's not good. It's not necessarily my fault, but I don't have a way of explaining what's wrong with this. And telling my supervisor that, and her just being like, yeah, well, technically it's not your job. Like, that's my job. That falls on me to figure that out. So don't worry about that.
The excuse person.
Yeah. Like your supervisor is going to be the one that has to basically figure out, explain like, oh yeah, well this is going on, whatever.
Yeah. So, my supervisor said the same thing too. They're just like, make sure you document everything.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I try to take as many notes as I can on everything I touch, except sometimes I'll get something and do it so quick that I write nothing down, except every single project I ever get, I always write down like the ID for it and some information about where it is, and the name of the equipment, the main piece of equipment inside of it, and that's it. But I always put that down for every single new project I make. I create a new thing, put the name, the equipment, location, and then that's it. And then if I do have notes, I fill it out. But that's like a lifesaver sometimes, because like, you know, sometimes you'll work on something and then like a month later it'll come back and you're like, why is this back?
Oh, yeah.
And you're like, I don't know what this is or what I was doing.
I don't even remember working on this.
And then like I can go check my records and see like, oh, I either submitted this, or if I didn't move it to submission, it means I put it in hold. So like, oh, this went on hold. Or I can, like, if I do find it in submission, I can open it up and see like, oh, I had the checklist open and I checked these boxes, or I have these notes on these issues I had during it, whatever, and I can just immediately like jump back in. I don't know what I would do without that stuff. I don't know. I know a lot of people don't have that, like don't really organize their stuff.
Yeah, I don't see how they function.
I don't know how you could do it. I feel like I feel like every single time anything comes back, I'd be like, I don't know what this is, and it would take me forever to figure it out.
I'd say they have like Skippy levels of memory, but I don't know how well his memory is.
Yeah, I don't know. I get things that I'm working on in the moment confused with each other often. I'll have like two things that are named almost the same thing, and I'll confuse them and like put the wrong stuff in with the wrong one and be like, what the hell is going on now? And I'm confused. I'll confuse myself. And that's all that's in my bucket. But yeah.
So I've been making oatmeal before lunch break, and I quite enjoy it. I've been putting raisins and stuff in it, but I heard online that apparently apple is like a common thing to put in oatmeal, and I just tried it, but I don't know if I would recommend it. Yeah. Maybe I have like the wrong kind of apple or something, but I don't know. The texture and the taste just did not blend well.
I know that apple cinnamon is a common like flavor for it, but I don't know how. I mean, I guess you'd mash the apple, like make like apple sauce.
Yeah, that would make more sense, I think. I just chopped up the apple into like little chunks, but
it's probably a texture thing or whatever.
The texture definitely was very off. I kept like biting into these big chunks of apples, and I like apples, but I don't know. It was not mixing well with the oats.
Well, I know like the prepackaged apple cinnamon ones do have little tiny bits of apple, but they're like teeny tiny little tiny chunks.
Yeah, these ones were like tooth-sized chunks. That's a weird thing to say.
Yeah.
I think next time I do it, maybe I'll like mince the apple, like get the like the cheese shredder.
Yeah.
Do that, but do it with an apple or something.
That makes sense.
That may be good.
Yeah. How do you apple sauce? Could you just throw apples in a blender and make applesauce?
I think so. I don't know how it's actually made.
Like now that I think about it, I feel like homemade applesauce could be like super good. Like you can make like homemade cinnamon, like sweet cinnamon applesauce with like some like
honey.
Yeah. Or something. I feel like that could be like pretty pog.
I know something I used to make when we first moved in that was pretty awesome was you just chopping up like 4 or 5 or so apples and then just baking them for a while.
Yeah.
And that's really good.
Yeah.
They get all like caramelized and super sweet. It's like the filling for like an apple pie or something, but without the caramel and whatever else you put inside of an apple pie.
Why don't we just make a fucking apple pie?
Never actually made a pie.
It cannot be hard. It cannot be hard. We could make our own dough thing.
Yeah.
Line a pan. Throw some fucking apples and make it. Filling is easy, right? It's just you mix a bunch of shit together that tastes good.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of sugar and fruit and stuff.
And then we just take some more of our dough stuff and make strips and lay it on top and then bake it.
Yeah, I definitely need to get better at baking. I think it's the one cooking skill that I'm still lacking.
I love the idea of baking. I like just putting stuff in the oven and like, getting all the prep is beforehand, you put everything together and then you just put it in there. And when it's done, you pull it out and it's ready to go.
Yeah, that shepherd's pie I made was pretty good. But I think it's kind of different than like a meat pie is like really different than.
I like the casserole stuff. And then like, obviously like, I like, what's it called? Meatloaf, which is kind of like you bake a meatloaf.
Yeah, kind of.
I don't know. But I did, and I also wanted to do muffins. I did that muffin mix thing once, and that was fine. But I want to like make my own batter, but I'm too scared to really get into it that deep. But I do want to.
I hear the trick to having really good batter is doing something with your butter. It's like cooking the butter beforehand and then freezing it again.
Whoa.
When we used to make cookies, that was the thing we would do. We would like melt a whole bunch of butter, and right before it burned, we'd pour it back into a thing, and then refreeze it and use it the next day for cookies.
Huh. Now I want to make cookies. We gotta start baking desserts and shit for Fridays.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
That would step it up a million times, because then we could, have something, we could have like more reasonable food, something that's like maybe a little easier to make, but there's just like some calories, and then we can still have like something fun on Fridays. It's like crazy.
One of our old coworkers texted me the other day and was like, "You guys still doing the B-Dubs Council?" They were, I guess, a little disheartened that I said we haven't been to B-Dubs in a while. But yeah. I think I kind of want to revive the B-Dubs Council again. It'd be nice to go.
Yeah, I mean, I'm down. I don't know if we really want to do it every single Friday again.
No.
But maybe like twice a month.
Yeah, just occasionally at least. I've been craving B-Dubs pretty heavily.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, it hits me every once in a while, because I'm thinking like I still want to get their burger, but then get like 6 wings and then just ram those 6 wings.
I haven't had their wings in so long. Like I think the last 3 or 4 times we went, I didn't get wings.
Yeah,
because I've been trying all their burgers and stuff. But
right,
I super crave right now just some of the Nashville hot dipped in some blue cheese.
Nashville hot.
I think it's my favorite flavor they have.
Yeah, I tried some kind of hot wing last time we went there, and I remember it was pretty all right. Even though I've usually avoid the hot ones or whatever. I like the sweet. I like sweet wings. I just like sugar in general, but I like the barbecue, or like my God, when they had that honey sriracha. Oh God, I fucking loved the honey sriracha so much. And they don't have it anymore because they were like, it's limited time. And it's like, all that means is that I like it and you suck.
Yeah. They just make you come here more in a very short amount of time. I gotta milk all the money as possible.
Right.
One of my favorite things about B-Dubs though is they have their own TV channel.
Yeah,
it's just such a silly thing, and it's just like it plays like sports clip in between with like B-Dubs commercials.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, it's just a silly thing. It's not something I really see at like other restaurants other than like really really popular fast food chains like McDonald's or something.
Right. Yeah, I mean, didn't Men's Warehouse have a thing like that? But it was on the card scanner. There was like a movie playing for Men's Warehouse on the card reader, which is weird. It's like a full screen on the thing you pay. And it was an playing advertisement. It was like, it looked like a TV show, but it kept being Men's Warehouse. It was like, what? Yeah.
Tim Dillon has this bit about like, and the very end of life, like you're gonna be able to take like a suicide pod on your way out, but like the last thing you see is like a little tiny advertisement, and then like a 1 to 5 star, like rate your thing and leave a little reply, like how'd you do, and there little replies under it, like I died so well, it was fantastic.
Oh my God, dude. So I'm on the 4th book of X-Force now. Holy crap, man. It's so fun. So fun. They're just insanely fun. It feels like they just keep getting more and more exciting. It's kind of the same deal, The vibe of the book is very consistent, but it's such a good vibe, and they just keep doing it. It just keeps being fun and amazing.
The book makes me smile.
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. It actually made me like laugh really loudly at my desk and like have to stop myself today, because there's like bits in there where you're like, I can't, like, it's just too much. Like the setup for that whole joke was just too much. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It makes me so happy. I went and bought merch and shit. Like I'm probably gonna buy more. I only bought like 2 things, but yeah, like I don't know. I love those books. I'm so excited. I'm only on the 4th one. There are so many of them, and they are all rated so good. So I'm so freaking ready to just keep steamrolling through those.
I'm very excited for like the later on books, because they still have incredibly high ratings, some of which have higher ratings than like the starting book. So I guess it only gets better from here.
Right.
I went to the doctor yesterday and didn't work at all, but I don't know. Yesterday I was able to do something that I haven't been able to do in such a long time. Like I just sat down and played video games for like 6 or 7 hours.
Yeah.
Which right now I find it kind of difficult to play games for longer than an hour.
Right.
But yeah, yesterday I just listened to the book all day and played games all day.
Right.
It felt like a vacation.
Yeah. That's awesome. No, I mean I played some games yesterday. I just played GTA for a minute because I got into the enhanced edition thing because I thought that was really cool that they made that. It is so much. It's so small. Like I said, it's small enough that I think I could put it on the Steam Deck. You know,
That would be fun.
I think it would fit pretty nicely on there, and it would be playable, which is crazy. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's super cool. I wanted to play more Guild Wars, and I keep thinking about Guild Wars. But then right when I was starting to think about Guild Wars, I saw that people were online on Discord, so I hopped on, and it was Termy, and he's still playing Dune, the new Dune RTS,
the Dune MMO.
Or MMO, yeah.
That does look really cool.
Yeah, he's got like a clan thing growing, and Nathaniel and Tatiana said that they were going to get it after their wedding because they don't want to get involved like into something like that before, and they don't want to spend money on anything right now. But
Understandable.
the game's like $60. There's also like a better or like a more, I don't know, full edition of it.
Premium
That's like,
version.
yeah, it's like $100.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like $90 something, and a term was like, that's the one I got. That's the one I recommend getting.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
There's so many games on my like want list right now, and they're all like $1 million fucking dollars plus. So like Kingdom Come Deliverance, I want to get the second one, but still stuck with my old games.
Yeah, my problem is I like to play old games, and there's a lot of old games that I haven't played. So I'll play like an old game, but then a new game like this will happen where like Dune comes out. I'm like, I'm still want to play my old game. I don't want to play Dune, but if I don't play it now, I'm gonna miss out on like
the golden era.
Yeah, on of like the amazing time in Dune. But I don't know. I'm also really afraid that like Dune sounds super cool, but I'm afraid it's not gonna be something that people play for super long. Like I'm afraid it's gonna be another one of those games where like if I buy it. Like freaking Helldivers. I regret buying Helldivers so much. I bought it like way late, and I bought it like the day before we stopped playing it forever. I bought it, I played it once, and then we never played it again. I was like, why did I buy this? Like, I'm afraid it's gonna be like that.
Yeah, I've never played Helldivers. I've only seen stuff from it, and I don't know. It just looks like games that mods do better.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't get it. I just don't get the world. I heard that it's like the lore is like vaguely reminiscent of like Warhammer lore, but it's not at all. It's not even the same world. It's not the same anything, but it's like kind of visually sort of similar trope things. Speaking of Warhammer, apparently the lore for Warhammer is crazy, and there's like fucking 700 or 800 books that are for the lore of it.
Yeah, it's like an infinite ocean.
Yeah, I'm like vaguely considering maybe jumping into some Warhammer crap. Because apparently, like, so the beginning, like, the series to start with is like before even like the Space Marine stuff. So like the whole beginning of the series is like none of that is mentioned. At the very end, you get you're introduced Space Marine, and then like a whole nother set of the series is now you're Space Marines, and like I don't know, it sounds super daunting, but like again, I seem to like really long running books and series, so I'm like maybe I would like be super into it.
My only experience with it was, like the Total War games like Rome and stuff where you're like, you control like the big medieval battles. There's a Total War game. There's 3 of them for Warhammer, and I played the second one, and that one's really freaking fun.
Yeah.
There's like, I don't know, there's like 20 different factions, and some of them are like techno mages, some of them are like full like mage guys, some guys are like medieval dudes and knights in armor.
Right.
It's just, it's really cool with how unique each faction is, and each faction has their own like wind conditions.
I was listening to some people on Discord talk about the game, and it was just tripping me out. They were talking about like none of it made any sense to me. They're like, yeah, like what if the fucking whatever people were like in the I know. We're way over time. We should stop soon. But them trying to talk about the lore was just outrageous to me. I was like, I don't know what the hell anybody's talking about. But it sounded like something I'd be into. But yeah, God damn it,
go.
We do have to leave
to Thursday.
Yeah, yay,
Bye.
Thursday.
Lunch break. What is today?
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. I thought it was Wednesday.
Yeah, I was also slightly confused.
Yeah, I'm all discombobulated. We're doing lunch break early today because I have to go take a blood test.
Oh yeah, that's exciting.
Last time I went to the doctor's, that was on Monday, I think. But I did a blood test then, and everything looks fine except my potassium levels are high. I don't know what that means. So they want to check my blood again and see if the potassium levels have lowered at all.
You're eating too many bananas.
I haven't eaten a banana in like a month.
Yeah, I don't understand. I don't know what would cause that.
I was looking at the Monster because I drink a Monster maybe like once a week, and it has potassium in it, but it also has a little warning under it that says like this does not contain the daily amounts worth of potassium. Find it with other sources.
All right.
So I don't know if it's too much potassium or that, not enough. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, if anything, it's that your body, it might not be using potassium as much as it should. Like or maybe you're missing something else that your body would use to use potassium.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would really make sense.
Yeah, I had no idea. But how's work going for you?
It's chill. It's been regular work. Nothing's been hard. It's just normal day. Just fully fixated on my book.
Yeah, me too. I'm doing mindless work, so I'm on the third book now. I finished the second one last night.
That's dope. I'm like maybe 3 or 4 hours into the fourth. Super, super into it. Like, holy crap, I am so happy.
You're on number 5?
No, I'm on the fourth.
Okay.
Oh wait, I'm on 0 hour. So,
I keep getting confused because of the 0.5 book. So I think technically it is the 5th book, but it's book number 4.
Yeah. So it is. Yes, it is the 5th. It is not just technically the 5th book. It is the 5th book because there's 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, and 5, and I'm on 5, which is 0 hours. So I thought I was on the 4th. I'm on the 5th.
Okay.
I'm actually almost halfway done with it. I have 9 hours left.
Flying through the books so fast, you forget what book is which.
It doesn't even matter because they're seamlessly merged together. So it's like,
yeah, the third book again, very same tempo and like theme of all the other books.
Right.
I was a little disappointed at the very start when they started at Paradise, but again, it stayed like the same stuff, so it wasn't disappointing at all.
Yeah, I think, and is the third one the one
Trouble on Paradise?
Oh wait, that's the third one. Third one's Paradise. The 3.5 is Trouble on Paradise.
Oh, okay. I think that's what they said at the very start. The chapter 1 was like Trouble on Paradise or something.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. No, I'm super excited. I love it. I'm having so much fun. There's so many of these, and they just keep getting like they're still good. They just keep getting better. And right now, I'm like stupid into what's happening. It's like I am very excited. But now we're doing this, and then when we go back, it's hard to even focus on work. I keep having moments where I'm like, I do need to stop for a moment to like, get my stuff together here, but I really don't want to. It's like super hard to get myself to even pause it.
Once I leave to go take my blood test, you can continue listening.
I suppose, yeah. That's true. When do you have to do that?
Immediately after this.
Like, so you literally only have the 15 minutes that we have? Okay.
And then I have to go take the blood test. There's no like set time. They just said walk in.
Yeah.
But I just I'd rather be late for work than late for lunch break.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So like my original plan was to just after like once, break started, to just immediately go there and then have the hopes that I'll catch lunch break. But I don't know. I highly doubt that. And from previous experiences and from other people's experiences, doctor's office visits do not take 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And the lady who called me, I was like, how long do you think this will take? Because I was like, should I plan around work? And she's like, oh, it won't take long. Just like 5 minutes. You'll walk in, give them a name, and then they'll call you. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure. I'm sure that'll happen.
Yeah. Well,
no air quotations.
I guess you'll find out. You can always call and be like, yeah, this is taking a lot longer than I expected or whatever.
I've already talked to my supervisor, and he's okay with me being late. I can just put some sick hours in, which I've got plenty of those.
Gotcha. Yeah, that sounds cool. And also, worst case scenario, we could also cut this episode short if we had to.
I don't think that's necessary.
All right. Well, anyway, about the book, you wanted to talk about like Skippy and his tangents and shit.
I love his tangents,
dude. It's the best. Like him going on about something and then like, or not even just him, but the other characters as well. The writer likes to have people just in mid-conversation completely lose track of what they were talking about and go on a tangent. And then like in mid-tangent, like you were saying, I was
counting on the second book.
Yeah.
He was like Like literally, it was like 5 tangents built off of one. Like I feel like the furthest I could ever get to is maybe max of 3 before like I'm getting like I forget what I'm completely talking about.
You're right.
They're like 5 layers deep.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. like you're talking about something, you start talking about something else that's vaguely related, and then you start talking about something that's vaguely related to that, and you just go on a tangent about a tangent about a tangent, and then eventually you're like, somebody's reeling you back in, like, what, can we get back to the topic? like it's usually something really bad.
What is
happening.
the bottom line?
like what are we talking about?
It makes me think of a post apocalypse or something.
Right. Yeah. I ordered fluff from the internet, the marshmallow stuff, because at some point in the book, Skippy points out to Joe, he's like, yeah, you got peanut butter and you have bread, but you don't have fluff, and you could make a peanut butter fluff sandwich or something. I don't know if you've heard that yet.
No, I have not.
It's very brief. It's like a little thing that happens. But like since then, I'm like, I kind of really want to try fluff now because I've never had it. And I understand, like I look it up. It's like, oh, it's like a thing that people had as a kid. I asked John about it. John was like, yeah, I had that as a kid.
What is it?
And so fluff is just like, it's like a marshmallow
paste.
Paste.
It's like peanut butter marshmallow.
Yeah, it comes in like a peanut butter jar, but it's just white, fluffy peanut butter or fluff stuff. Never had it, but there's a specific brand called Fluff. And apparently it's a UK brand specifically, I guess. But that's like the fluff. Like
that does sound like a British name.
Yeah, but that's like the stuff that people say is good. Like the people who say like the American or like whatever the on shelf, like the other versions of it.
The
ones
chemicals.
Yeah, the ones made by like not Skippy, but Skip the other Skipper, whatever US brand that does peanut butter.
The
and
really
stuff.
popular one.
Yeah. Apparently theirs isn't as good. And it doesn't. It's just not the thing. And I'm sure I could find fluff like some at a better grocery store. The one near us is super small, so like there's sometimes limited options.
Think about going to Whole Foods or something for that.
Yeah, but I went ahead and just got it online because I read all the reviews and they were like, yeah, it came great. It was in great condition. It tasted great, and I was like, screw it, I'll just do that. So when that gets here, I'm gonna buy bread and peanut butter and try to make that just to like, because I really just want to like. It's one of those things where it's like, that's something I totally missed. I didn't have that as a kid. I've never even heard of that. John's had it as a kid. People in this book were talking about it, nostalgic for it. John had it as a kid because John's mom had it as a kid and was nostalgic for it and wanted John to try it. And I'm like, okay, I want to try it because I feel like I'm missing out on something that like a bunch of people experienced.
I remember trying it and not really enjoying it that much.
I figure I probably will be like, this is like, meh, or like even then I at least want to have that experience of being like, okay, well, that's what that is, I guess.
I remember it being like really sticky and really bubbly.
Yeah, it sounds gross and not appealing at all to me, to be totally honest. It doesn't really
taste like marshmallows either.
Yeah, it sounds like it would taste really weird, and that's why I find it so intriguing, because it doesn't even seem like marshmallow and peanut butter would go together. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it's peanut butter's kind of sweet, generally, like a little bit sweet. It's usually got sugar in it, and very like savory, I guess is the word. It's very protein dense, so it's very savory kind of flavor. And then you add something extremely sweet to that, so it's sweet and savory. But like, I don't know, I don't know if it really like I'm thinking like jelly. You know, you have peanut butter and jelly that works, but like,
jelly's not really typically that sweet.
Yeah, it's got like a tangy or like a sour. I'm gonna say like a sourness to it. Like
yeah.
I don't know. I'm super curious. I want to know.
God, now I want knife s'mores.
Knife s'mores? What do you want about?
When you heat up a knife and then you melt the marshmallow with the knife.
That just sounds like that sounds like some crackheaded shit. Like, I don't know what
it's like knife hits, but
knife hits on weed. And fucking
knife
s'mores. I wonder if after I get the fluff and I try this, right, I'm gonna have a ton of fluff left. I got like a 16-ounce jar of it, so I'm gonna have to figure something else out to do with it. So maybe
peanut
like
butter and fluff sandwiches.
Maybe, or like a bunch of like try like a s'more thing, like get some graham crackers and some chocolate, and like you don't even have to melt the marshmallow. It's like already creamy and melted, so you just make a s'more with it. Oh, I don't know, maybe that would work. I have no idea. I've never tried this stuff.
God, s'mores are so good though.
Yeah,
it's a delicacy you can't like spoil yourself on because it feels like it gets way too much, way too fast. Like one s'more is already kind of pushing it.
Surprisingly like filling. But it's also one of those things where you want to keep eating them, so it's frustrating. And it's also like if you have the stuff to make s'mores, you usually have like a whole bar of chocolate. So that's like 8 pieces of chocolate at least, I guess. And then you have like a whole bag of marshmallows, and then like a whole thing of graham crackers. So it's like you could make a shit ton of them, but you can only eat so many. So it's frustrating because you make them and you're like, "That was awesome. I want another one. That was awesome. I want another one. That was awesome. Like I want another one." But
That's what happened. One of John's like 4th of July parties, I was like pounding back s'mores, and like I was like 3 or 4 s'mores deep, and I started like feeling like really sick. I was like, "Oh god,
right,
all these s'mores."
yeah.
Dairy Queen has a s'mores blizzard, and those are fucking awesome
S'mores.
too. S'mores.
I don't know if I've ever tried the s'mores blizzard.
It's probably one of my favorite blizzards.
That's crazy. I
think it's only seasonal though. It's not like a year-round thing.
I feel like I've seen it really often though.
I think for a while they put it on the menu, but then they stopped. Like it used to be a seasonal thing, and then for like a couple of years it was on the menu for a while, and then they removed it again and went back to seasonal.
I feel like my favorite thing from them that they've ever made was that freaking Pop Rocks blizzard thing, which blew my mind because I was like, this is awesome. I haven't had Pop Rocks in ages, and eating Pop Rocks by themselves is like okay, but it's kind of too much. It's like it's like sometimes it's painful. You know, like that's just I don't need all that. But putting it into ice cream is genius because it's like it softens the blow. You still get that pop experience, and it's you still get the flavor in there, the sweetness of it. It's satisfying.
Have you ever had Pop Rocks cut you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst.
When it explodes in your mouth and it like does damage.
Yeah,
like a little tiny explosive went off in your mouth.
Little bumps. Yeah. Where do you even get Pop Rocks?
I don't know. I haven't. I've wondered that too because I don't see them like it's not really a Halloween candy. It's not really like
it's like a school
4th
candy.
of July. I would say it's like a 4th of July candy. If there was ever a 4th of July candy,
it's in the theme.
Yeah,
explosions.
Yeah, little tiny explosions. I don't know. I've never seen them at stores really.
God, my grandma got like super hammered. She used to like binge drink.
Right.
She'd go like a long time without drinking, and then she'd combine all those times she's not drinking into one day of drinking.
I'd love for this to turn into just you immediately trauma jumping like really hard after talking about Pop Rocks.
Yeah, yeah. No, but she got like incredibly drunk and was throwing M70s at people.
Oh, okay.
And calling them pop sticks.
That's nice. M70s aren't those the huge ones? Oh,
yeah,
no, I guess the M80s are the really big ones, but M70s are not small.
They'll blow your fingers off.
Yeah.
She was just drunk on the balcony going, tossing them
That's
at people.
Horrible. It's a literal bomb. I don't understand how those are legal, because what do you even do with those? Like, you just throw them?
Yeah,
like,
I think you're supposed to stick them in the ground and then run away. It's like the proper way to use them.
But when you say that, I think of like a bottle rocket, right? Because that makes sense. But the M70s, they don't have a stick, do they?
No, you're not. I don't think you're supposed to light them in their hand. I'm pretty sure it specifically says on the bag, do not light.
Do not hold while lighting it either, specifically. But like, if you, I don't know, you just set them on the ground and make them explode, I guess.
Mm-hmm. They make pretty decent sized holes.
Yeah.
My grandpa, I remember after 4th of July, used a bunch of them to get rid of a ant nest.
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
Just like put one on the top, boom, and then there's like a big crater, but they're still crawling around there. Put another one in there, boom.
Oh yeah,
pretty wicked.
I freaking yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've ever really messed around with those.
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of messing around with miniature explosives all that much.
I don't like fireworks that much in general during like the thunder stuff because it's. Or not thunder, but the 4th of July stuff, because it's just like, it is a pain in the ass, and it's super expensive, and it just makes a mess.
Mm-hmm. I like watching fireworks, but I would never want to be the person managing the fireworks.
Right. Well, I feel like it would be cool to do like one of those, like I've seen people like get like trailers out and then like set up fireworks along like the bed of a trailer, and you just have like, and you do like the full show, like it's like a Thunder over Louisville kind of deal where you just like, you get like you set it up so like, everything's tied together, so once you light it, it's like a whole thing. You know, you get like a whole bunch of extra wick or whatever the hell it's called, the fuses, and you like daisy chain them, so like everything's connected. So you light one and just, and you get like this crazy thing. I've always wanted to do that, but I feel like
that's like a production.
It might just explode. do.
You don't set it up right.
Right.
Singe off your eyebrows.
Also, that's probably not how they do that. That's how I'm imagining it. Is you'd use fuses and tie them together. I don't know how you synchronize fireworks other than that.
I saw this video at this place. Apparently the town has like the 4th or 3rd largest fireworks display in the United States.
Right.
But I think it was 2019 or 2020. Their system glitched, and instead of having it have like, just one fireworks display, it all went off at once.
Right.
And I think that's something I would really like to see. Like, imagine thunder over Louisville, just all happening at once.
Yeah.
We fucking hear it from our house. Like, oh my God.
Pretty devastating. It'd be really bad, but kind of awesome at the same time, I guess.
I'd probably injure you though, like the sound.
Maybe.
God, it would look so cool though.
The whole bridge would explode. Yeah. Or don't they do it on a barge?
They do.
I thought they put them on a bridge one year, though.
They have certain fireworks, though, like the weird wavy fireworks that fall.
Right. Yeah, I haven't been to Thunder in ages. Although, like, I've had many years where I was like right on the side of the river, watching it, and then also we used to have an RV and we'd park that next to the river.
I don't see a convenient way to go to Thunder over
The
Louisville.
RV thing was the shit. Okay, dude, it was the shit.
None of us have an RV though.
It was so cool. We could rent. I don't know, but you find like an RV, like the RV communities. All the other people there, and so even before the fireworks, you're walking around doing cornhole and hanging out with all the other RV people, and everybody's drinking and having a good time. And then the fireworks start going off, and you climb to the roof of your RV, and you put a lounge chair up there, and you watch the fireworks on the roof of your RV. Or you just walk over to the river, and because they expect people to do this, they always set up like stands where they give out free shit like sodas and stuff and all that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, we do got to go. Especially you got to go.
Yeah, I didn't. I thought that was at 10 for a second. But
no, it's 16:50.
Yeah, well, to Friday.
Yeah, yay.
Bye.
Lunch break.
Lunch break.
Friday.
It's Friday. Happy Friday.
Thank God it's Friday.
Thank Christ it's Friday. It's finally Friday.
Yeah,
We've
Friday
got a B-Dubs council meeting tonight, finally,
Yeah.
after a long time of no B-Dubs council meetings.
Yeah, we were doing it consistently, going to B-Dubs on Fridays, but then we stopped.
That was a nice time. We had a nice waitress that was always there, and we got the B-Dubs crowd quite substantial at one point, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's better times ahead.
It was getting exhausting going to B-Dubs every goddamn freaking Friday.
Yeah, I kind of get spoiled from, like, the B-Dubs. It's not as romantic or nice anymore.
Yeah, the romantic experience of B-Dubs.
So how's work going for you?
It's fine. I'm mostly listening to my book. Again, I am 2 hours from finishing the 5th book.
Nice.
It was awesome. The book is great. Super excited for the next one. Those books are awesome. I will probably be done with them in 2 weeks. I think, just about. Well, maybe not. Maybe it might take a little longer than that even. But it's all I can think about.
I'm currently on the 3rd book. I've got like 5 or so hours left.
Yeah.
They're at the bit where they're back on Paradise and they're thinking about reactivating the lasers that are buried.
Right.
Sounds pretty exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Work is going pretty well for me. I finally have a normal job again, so I've just been listening to music and flying through that project.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I've been listening to obviously the book, but I took a small little detour from the book to listen to like show tunes for a minute because Skippy keeps talking about freaking show tunes. So I'm like,
roll out the barrel for me.
I was like, I'll listen to some show tunes for a second, and I did that, and I got bored of that and went back to the book.
My test results for my blood test came in.
Oh yeah.
I'm back to normal levels of potassium.
Yeah, nice.
So I should celebrate.
Yeah, by eating a lot of bananas.
A bundle of bananas, a bunt lemon cake or banana cake.
A bunt lemon cake?
I don't know what the bunt means, but that's what I always hear, like a bunt banana cake, a bunt lemon cake.
I have no idea. I don't even know what that is.
I think it's like a sweet bread with no icing, a bunt cake.
I was thinking about if we go to Kroger today, which I assume we will probably stop over there at some point.
Yeah, we'll go before we go to B-Dubs.
I wanted to grab some of those, like one of those cinnamon roll things, the cans where you like pop it open. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want it. I will crave it. You know what I mean?
The doughboy kind of.
Yeah, where you twist and then pops.
Yeah, those are delicious.
Like for some reason, like that's what I want.
Cinnamon rolls remind me of like s'mores. Like it's one s'more or one cinnamon roll is like a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably eat as many of them as I can fit in my body if I got them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I kind of just think of like carnival food when I think of them. Cinnamon
I'm
buns.
not sure if I've ever had a cinnamon roll at a carnival.
No,
but
me neither. That's just my first thought, though.
It's like that deep fried dough stuff.
Yeah, it's just like really horrible for you bread that's just made in it's just awful for you.
What is that deep fried dough you can get at carnivals called? Something cake. Funnel cake.
Funnel cakes, yeah.
Yeah, with the powdered sugar.
Yeah. Those are pretty good. I never cease to make me not feel sick.
Yeah.
I always feel sick if
Just a bunch of oil and
yeah.
bread. Ugh.
Right. The other day I was talking about the fluff
Marshmallow stuff.
Yeah, that's the stuff. And I mentioned people making like Flutter Butters, which is like the sandwiches with it. And then I was trying to think of the peanut butter brand, and it is literally Skippy. I don't know why the fuck I didn't I don't know why that didn't, like, for some reason my brain was like, there's no way it's literally just called Skippy, but it is. So I don't know why it took me until like the other day to realize that. I don't know. Just thought I'd bring it up. Like,
I can't think of any brands really other than like what's the ketchup brand?
Hans.
There we go.
Isn't there another one that's like Hens or something?
I don't know. Maybe
I thought there was like two.
I could imagine them having like very similar names in the
Yeah.
hope that they can steal customers away from Hans.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like that when it comes to ketchup, I never not get name brand ketchup. You know, I'm very picky about ketchup. To me, it's a sacred sauce, and you can't mess with my ketchup. Except that there's that thick and creamy one, which I think is still made by them, but it might not. That stuff is the rich. I think it's rich and thick and rich, or it's obviously not creamy. That wouldn't make sense. Thick, rich, creamy
Ketchup.
Yeah. Did you know that there is such thing as white barbecue sauce?
What does that even mean?
I was looking on Joella's, or I think that's what Joella's, whatever, hot chicken.
Yeah,
here.
Joella's.
And I was looking at their sauces, and one of them was a white barbecue sauce, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Is it like a Parmesan-based sauce or something?
I looked it up, and it says that it was like a mayonnaise-based barbecue sauce. So it's like a much more creamy, peppery, tangy sauce. What is regular barbecue sauce based on?
I don't know, really.
Like, now that I know what the white one is, which I didn't even know existed, what the hell makes barbecue sauce black?
Worcestershire sauce, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know. Is that in barbecue sauce? I don't know. Maybe that's just what you put on steaks.
I have no idea.
Yeah, me neither. I would like to make my own barbecue sauce if I could. That'd be awesome.
I'd like to make all kinds of sauce. I was thinking about doing the ranch thing the other day, and I was like, honey mustard would be neat. But like, even if I make a sauce, we got to make something to go with it, because sauce only lasts like 3 or 4 days in the fridge. So especially anything homemade, unless you make it with like a bunch of shit with preservatives. But then again, even then, if you're mixing shit together that has preservatives in it, you can't predict how those different things are going to interact with each other.
Yeah.
And they'll probably only last like a few days anyway. But regardless, it would be cool to make a sauce. And we had that sauce bottle and stuff, so we could put it in the actual proper bottle and like put it on shit. But what the hell would we make that would necessitate a sauce?
I'm not sure about using the sauce bottle for this, but I've been thinking about making orange chicken recently.
Yeah.
And I think that would be really easy to make. I've found a bunch of recipes that are really, it's like one pot recipes where I can cook the chicken with the sauce.
Isn't it literally oranges?
I don't know what's in orange sauce.
You're going to make a sauce, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure orange chicken, like the orange chicken that I had the other day, literally had like an orange flavor to it. Like it tasted like oranges.
Okay.
It's like a sweet orangey flavor, which kind of caught me off guard, to be honest. I really didn't even know what I was, because I was thinking like in my head I had like sweet and sour chicken. I thought orange chicken just meant like the color's orange and it was going to be sweet or something, but it was like, it literally tasted like oranges. But I didn't complain. It was good. It was muy bien.
I also want to make like General Shao's.
General Sal's.
General Toe. I don't know.
Tao.
General Chicken.
General Chicken.
Yeah. Lieutenant Chicken.
How would you go about that too?
I don't know how it's made, but
Also the chicken that they use at Chinese places is very specific. It's
Mhm.
like the way that they bread it or whatever.
yeah, I forget exactly how they do it, but it's not that difficult. It takes an extra few steps than just cutting it and then searing it.
Right.
You
You
have
got to
to,
make it like that chicken too. It's got to have the breading.
Yeah.
Is it fried? I guess it's kind of fried, right?
Yeah, it is fried.
So you got to do that.
Now my grandpa's made it before, like on complete accident. So
Oh.
I'm sure I can, and it was really freaking good. I was like, oh my God, how did you make this? He was like, I just whipped it together.
Huh.
But I'm assuming if I actually try to make it, I could probably make it pretty good.
Right. I mean, I'm imagining you just shred bits of chicken, and then the rest of it's just down to like the breading, and then throwing it in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you like cut thin strips of chicken, and then you mix flour and egg yolk or whatever breading you want to use, and then you fry it in sesame seed oil.
Okay. Yeah.
And then but you don't fry it until it becomes like hard. You just fry it for a few seconds, so it
Yeah.
like forms like a crust around it.
Right, and it's always like it looks like they always have like bubbles, like they're like weird, differently shaped or whatever. So you don't cut them in like perfect strips either. You just kind of like it looks like they're just kind of like, I don't know, like chicken blobs or something.
The way that the guy on the video was watching it had like some weird scientific term that I can't remember.
Right.
It's like filleting it or something, but it's like you cut it in long, thin strips.
Could you fry a pancake?
I don't see why not.
Like, could you bread and fry pancakes?
Yeah, you can bread and fry basically anything. If you can deep fry a Twinkie,
Yeah.
I'm sure you can deep fry a pancake.
Would you use raw pancake dough and have the dough get cooked in the fryer, or would that not work?
I think
What if
that
you
would
just throw pancake dough into a fryer?
maybe that's how you make like funnel cake.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, I was just trying to think of like horrible disaster things that we can throw together. Everything that's horrible always involves a fryer, and everything that involves a fryer always is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of frying stuff. It's just way too much oil. I can do like maybe a low fry or a mid fry, but definitely not a deep fry.
Right.
Unless I actually want to get like a proper deep frying thing, but
Which I've thought about a lot, because every time if we fry something, I always feel like we're ruining something. Like you're either ruining a pan, or we're gonna have like a ton of oil that we gotta get rid of somehow, or like whatever. Like, and it just also seems super wasteful, because you're using all this oil just to make like some stupid thing. It just doesn't make a lot of sense.
it's also not healthy whatsoever.
No. Yeah.
It's so good though.
Yeah, it's really hard to like make an excuse to actually fry something. Except fried chicken would be so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to do that. Like, it would be so awesome if we did like fried chicken with like a really awesome like crunchy batter. Like, I'm sure that like the KFC's chicken recipe has been leaked at some point. We can steal some of that and make some crazy awesome like super crunchy chicken batter and with like breading or whatever, and then slap it together.
I've always wanted to make triple fried chips, it's what it sounds. It's just like French fries that you fry and then you bread them again and you fry them again and you bread them again and you fry them again.
That's terrifying.
But I've had it one time in a restaurant and it's like super delicious. The most crunchy, like flavorful chips ever.
So should we just buy a fryer so we can experiment on Fridays with making horrible desserts?
Maybe. The fryers are also kind of dangerous.
Well, how?
Oil fires are a thing, and you can't really put them out with water because it makes it worse. And also the bubbles get all over the place and it makes a mess.
Yeah. I mean, we seemed to be all right as teenagers working at Taco Bell, but they probably had some sort of advanced... No, they didn't. They just had a fire extinguisher on the wall.
No, the thing above it, there was a special chemical that I could press down.
Oh, right.
And you had to pull a lever for it to activate.
I wouldn't have done that. If there was a fire, I would have just been like, oh, I guess I don't have a job anymore.
I
Taco
guess
Bell's
Taco
burned
Bell's
down.
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's right next to the fryer. It's this big red lever that says, only pull in case of fire.
Right. Huh. That would really shut the store down, I bet.
I saw it tested one time. It was really cool.
You saw it tested?
Yeah.
Like at that Taco Bell?
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought that was something you would never, did you have to clean everything really hard? I'm assuming the chemical isn't food safe. It's not like something you can just like, oh, there's a fire, and like, oh, back to work.
We had to like drain the fryers and then cover it with like this tarp thing.
Okay.
And then they had like a bunch of people with clipboards came in and they were just testing a bunch of stuff. And then
yeah. The clipboard people. I wasn't really allowed to be there when that stuff was happening. Usually our manager would just be like, yeah, no, because, I was a little bit chaotic. So I don't think she trusted me to be around all of the upper management or whatever people. But, yeah. I was thinking about, just totally out of pocket or off to the side. I was thinking about those the vending machines at like Chinese places or wherever. Like you go to like a restaurant, they have the vending machines up there, and they're just full of candy. The Runts banana candies or whatever. I was craving that earlier, and I can't stop thinking about those things. You can buy them in bulk, so you could get like 2 pounds of it for like $20, and then you just have like a shit ton of like candy.
I don't know how many runts I could handle until I get sick of runts.
It would be cool if you could just buy like a small amount of them, and they have like but you can't really do that. Like you have to get like actual runts. Like you can get like off-brand ones. Like you can buy like little tiny like 8-ounce things of them on Amazon or something. It's like a reasonable amount, but
they don't taste right.
Yeah, no, they won't. They'll taste wrong. You want like actual runts, and the only place I could find them was from vending machine companies that sell it to like people that actually have those vending machines. They also sell the vending machines themselves, and I was like looking through them, and you can buy like the little stand vending machines for like $60 or $70, and you can also for like $220 or like $300 you can get like the 3-set vending machines. So you can have 3 different types of candy, and then you could literally order the hard candy from the actual vending manufacturers. So you can get like Ruts or you can get like the bouncy balls or the toys and stuff you put inside in bulk and then fill them up. And there's a part of me that thought it would be really fun to just have like a vending machine in our apartment.
It'd also be fun to have like, like the proper gumball machines with like the little spiral.
Right.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, those ones got to be expensive. I would reckon like
all that
glass.
glass.
Yeah, $500 or $600 for like a proper one. But I don't know. It's one of those things. It's a little bit like having an arcade machine. I really want an arcade machine.
It would be fun.
Like I really, really want one.
Or a pinball machine.
Yeah, they sell them. They sell the arcade machines on Amazon. They're like reasonably priced. They're not like the big official like hard like beefy ones you get, but they're still like functional arcade machines and working buttons and everything. You wouldn't, it's still an arcade machine. They're like $500. It's like reasonable to have a full arcade machine. Pretty sweet, but I don't know, just stupid shit. It's like having a pool table. It's like something you just don't need, but I really
we considered
want.
Like having the pool table that's like a pool table and a dining table.
Converts to a table. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just want stupid shit like that in here. We don't really have anything like that in here.
I wonder how loud pool tables are, because I feel like they're louder than we think they are.
They got to be loud. Every time we've ever played pool, it's always been in a loud bar. So there's always music or whatever, live music or stuff blasting from speakers. And definitely not quiet. Especially the big mechanical ones. There's like all the balls moving underneath of it. But I don't know.
The cracking sound.
Yeah. And
so
plus,
I remember,
we don't really have enough space for one anyway.
Yeah.
Like, we'd want to be able to move around it, and it would probably just barely fit in here, but there wouldn't even really be enough room for us to move the pole cues behind us and stuff. And oh my God, playing pole in a bar that's like busy is a nightmare. Like trying to dodge, like if the pool tables are too close and you're trying to play pool next to somebody else who's also trying to play pool, and you're trying to like get your pole cue to pull back. And it's stupid. It's not even fun. It's just like frustrating.
It's also a little intimidating if like you suck at pool and the other
and
table's
that person
over there.
behind you is waiting on you to take your shot, so they're just watching you take your awful shot. Like, oh, cool. I guess I'm glad I waited on that. But yeah, no, we definitely need to go.
Oh shit, yeah.
I just don't want to.
Well, to Friday.
It is Friday. To Monday.
To Monday.
To the end of the week.
To the weekend.
To the weekend, yeah.